Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to another edition of Mr. Stephen Has a Dabble. Yeah, welcome to the show once more, boys, girls, ladies, gentlemen, animals, whatever, whoever's watching, I don't really mind. Just as long as you're enjoying yourself, that's why we're here. Now, in my mind, I've gone all red looking at the screen right now. I'm sure that's not right. I don't know, the colours seem a bit odd on the video today, so please, if you notice anything, do let me know, and I'll try and fix it for probably next week. Yeah, we have been in Minecraft for such a long time now that we have created a smeltery, and as we jump into the game, that's where we're going to go. Now, one of the things that I want to be looking at, not necessarily today, but over time, is that we have our rolling machine here, and we have all of our resources here, and our stack of furnaces there, all of this stuff there. It's not as useful up here as it will be downstairs when we start to build all of our machines. So slowly, all of this stuff is going to have to be moved downstairs, including our rolling machine. And I've made a little bit of a headway in doing that already. If we go down into our new secret base thing, I see I've opened up the water wheel a little bit. So it's still a water wheel, but we can access the kinetic dynamo there and the LV capacitor there. We could probably put another capacitor on there, maybe a high voltage one. I don't know. I will have to have a look into that and see what's feasible. Anyway, we're going to be doing a little bit of smelting today, and if I go over to the smeltery controller, yeah, you'll see we've got two metals in here. We've got molten aluminium brass and molten copper. So what I did, I've created myself a wrench as well, which may or may not be useful as we carry on. I don't will be. Oh, the other thing I forgot to say, these bricks here are smeltery drains, as opposed to just normal bricks that you put the seared faucet on. The tap, essentially. I'm British, I'm going to say tap. So you put the taps on the drains, not normal bricks like I had in yesterday. That's why I mentioned that. Before we can do anything, though, you click on here, and you can see actually we are completely out of lava to go in this block, and that's a problem because we need to make sure these seared tanks are full of lava so that we can, so that does stuff. I'm not sure what. Anyway, we've got a ton of buckets upstairs. We're going to start with buckets. And let me explain about the aluminium and the copper. Basically what I did is I put all of my aluminium into the smeltery. I put all of my copper into the smeltery. And then I put all of my... Oh yeah, this is the other thing that happened. This appeared. I don't know what it is. I don't know where it came from. There are normal bricks in it. There's cobblestone and stone. Those are seared bricks, or maybe there's controllers and things. I don't know what it is. What I do know is that it doesn't properly exist, because I tried jumping on it and it just didn't work. So I'm not entirely sure why that's there or what it's doing, but it can stay there for the time being until somebody tells me differently. Anyway, we're heading downstairs. We're heading down to the back of the house again. Remember where we had the lava the other day? Well, we're going to head down to where that lava was, which is... How am I going to do this? I'm going to walk off this edge here, and then I don't kill myself. Then I've got to walk into this, and then I don't kill myself. Here we go. And then out here. And I brought 16... Oh my god, no! What's happened here? Well, what's happened here is that I've stolen the lava from where the lava lived, and then there's no more lava. That's great. So what I need to find is another source of lava, and I know they're around. I know there was one on the way to San Jose, not that place. Where was the other place? There we go. There's one on the way to the pub. So I'm going to have to try and find this pool of lava that was down by the pub, and hope it's still there, because without lava we can't really do very much. It's the most boring bit of Minecraft. Okay. I'm happy that I solved that without any deaths this time. I am kind of a bit stuck here, so I'm going to have to go around the other way. But that's alright, because we can get to where we wanted to, which was... Actually, we need to be over the other side of the thing, so... I'm just going to do that. And come over here. And I think it's over there somewhere. I think there was just a pool of lava, which I'm sure I nearly fell into at least once. So I'm hoping that I find... Is it here? Here it is. Look. Here's some lava. Lava is good. Lava is what we're after. A lake of lava. Now, we are going to be very careful of this. Because obviously we don't want to fall in. We just want to be able to get low enough. Ooh. No. Okay. That wasn't a good idea. Maybe that's a good idea. Yes, that's a good idea. You see what's happening is we're slowly filling up with lots of blocks of lava. Well, that'll do for what we want, I think. And I can now return home, and it's getting dark. Well, it is dark. Night time is a horrible time to exist in Minecraft. Got to be careful, make sure there's nothing else around us. We'll swim over to our special home place. And I like to swim using this kind of bobbing motion because it's... I feel it's much better for you. I think it feels quicker. I don't think it actually is any quicker, but I think it feels a little bit smoother than just, you know, jumping on the surface like that. So anyway, there we go. Let's make it daytime again, because it would be nicer if it's daytime. And we can do that just by jumping into a bed over here. Ha! And it's day. That's nice. Alright, why have we got loads of buckets of lava? Well, as you're aware, I'm sure you're aware, I think I've got enough. I think I've got enough. Lava exists in a state that means, in the same way that water does, that means that you can create an infinite lava source, and that's what we're going to be doing today. We're going to be creating an infinite lava source that we can then use to power the smeltery when it runs out of stuff. So we'll have to put this in the base. Oh my god, there's a zombie! There's a zombie! Right, okay, yeah, I overreacted a little bit there. We're going to... yeah, we're going to have to dig some holes. We're going to have to make sure... I tell you what, I'm going to make sure that I've got some fencing. Because what I want to do... And I've got one fence post there. That's not good enough. So let's take some of this and let's make some let's make some fence posts. Like that. And then let's get 18... that'll do. That'll do. That's probably Probably far too many. Okay, and now we're going to head downstairs. Past all the chickens. We really should feed the chickens at some point. We're going to head over here because we need it over here. Basically, what we want is for our infinite lava source, which will exist sort of over here, to not be too obtrusive. So what we might do is see if we can we just do some of this here so that it's right on the edge of something, perhaps. And we'll need to do this as well. Look, marble. I think marble is going to become very important to us at some point. I don't know, but I do like marble, don't you? Isn't it a nice sort of block when it's all like that? Yeah. Anyway, that's enough. I can come back and get more marble at a different point. Let's actually fill some of this back in because I don't want as much space as I've just left myself there. What I want is basically a little. I'll put it in the floor here, there, and that, and the rest of it could kind of just be filled in. So, like so. And actually, yeah, we'll come to that in a second. Actually, things I will share with you here. So we need 4 buckets. 4 buckets. Here we go. We're going to put 1 bucket in there, 1 in there, 1 in here, and 1 there. And obviously, so that we don't, go too far around with all of this stuff, we can actually fill in the things here, and we're going to use our plethora of fences. Fences are always useful, so to do that. And when we want to fill up a bucket, no, that's not working now. Okay, so that's not working the way that I was expecting it to. The idea should be that when you want to fill up a bucket, you use the middle square and everything will be fine. Because, a square next to that will get replenished, but I don't know that that's being right now. So I'm going to open all of this up. I've got another bucket of lava left here. And we'll put that in there too. What I want is to be able to take away some lava without it being an issue. There you go. Put that there. Oh no, maybe that wasn't. Well, maybe you can't do it with this. I was assuming that this was going to work the same way as water did. And I might have got it wrong. Water might not work like this either. So anyway, we're going to have a small lava pit here, and we're going to fence that off. But at some point that will be useful to us to create more lava. In the meantime, we need a way of getting more lava, don't we? But let's use the lava that we have here at the moment. Ooh, put that in. And head on over here again. And we're gonna fill this up essentially with what lava we can get. And you can see here how that fuel there is. Oh, the fence is on fire. Alright, don't use a fence. That's a bad idea, because next to lava, that means it goes on fire. Right. I know that now. I didn't know that then. Put that in there. Oh, right. We've got a full thing, by the look of it. Or as full as it can get. Okay, well, that's fine. So let's put that lava back there. Then I'm going to do this to kind of block it off so that I don't accidentally run into it. That is a thing that could happen. And right, we're going to start doing what I was actually going to doing this episode, and we've wasted sort of, well, yeah, 15 minutes, I suppose. Is that right? 15 minutes, yeah, doing that. Okay. Before you can do anything with the smeltery, you need to create these these casts. Now, I've got an ingot cast here, which basically you make by putting an ingot in there, and then you use the aluminium brass in order to make the cast. So, right, that's great, but we need casts for other stuff as well, and we don't have a lot of other stuff right now. Right, so what we're going to do then is we're going to head upstairs, where I've picked up a load of parts, and I got these again from the same village that I got a lot of the seared blocks and things from. There was a chest there which had a lot of these parts in. So we've got an axe head, and we've got a sword blade. There's a knife. There's chisels and knife blades. The pickaxe head, that's important. There's a paper binding there and stuff like that. We're also going to grab some stone, some cobblestone, and because we can put our buckets back. We don't need those anymore. We also don't need some of this other miscellaneous stuff that got picked up outside. And I'm going to dump that I made there in here, and this that I made there in there. Right. Very basic. Just putting stuff together. Right. So, back downstairs. This is why it's so great. Now, what we need to do, look, is we need to put an axe head in there. And then we need to make sure that the aluminium is at the bottom, and then we need to do this, and it will create a cast. We can put our casts in the pattern chest, and we're ready to go. It's all good. Okay. Now, there are some things that we're missing. We don't have... This is tool binding... here we don't have a tool binding, we don't have a rod pattern either, and we're going to need both of those. In fact, I think if I put that cactus thing in here as well, let's just try this. If I put the cactus head in there and then do that, there we go, and we can get the cactus head and we can get the thing there as well. Well, you'll see why this is really important a bit later on. Now, the other thing to just check is that the molten aluminium in here is... Yeah, okay. No, it's still all right. We've still got a bit of leeway to do stuff with. We have got, so far, we've got that and that. We need this and this, but we don't have anything that has that pattern. So we need to create that pattern. And we do that... over at the part builder, which is why you need the part builder next to the pattern chest. You see, I did get it right. And I think actually if you use the tool station... No. Obviously not. Oh, stencil... Right, yeah, okay. Yeah, so we put the part builder here. We can put these in here. And there. And then we're going to get one of them. Then we're going to take that out and put that in there. And that doesn't work. It means that we need an ingot of some description for the tool rod. So that... or do we? Do we need a... No, there we go. There we go, you see. and then we've got stone shards at the end of it as a kind of a... we've got 2 of those now. Okay, right, so let's make our casts for those. Let's put those down here. Put 1 in there. Turn that on. Wait till it hardens. Take those back. And then put 1 in there. Turn that on. Wait till that hardens. And take those back. Okay, so we have got the patterns for anything that we want to create here. And that means that we can start making some real fun stuff. Now, we need... I can actually show you how this all works. So say we want to make a pickaxe. Normally we would go into the shaped crafting and we will put in the line of stuff that we want to make the pickaxe out of and so on and so forth. Well, we don't need to do that now because we have a pickaxe head here and we've got a paper binding there and we've got a tool rod there, and that would create a cactus. And you can see what that would mean. It would give us a durability of 75, which is an awful durability, really. A mining speed of 5, a mining level of iron, but it would let you add modifiers onto that as well. And we'll come to doing that a little bit later. I'm not going to make that. I'm going to go up and get some fun stuff to play around with, because you can put all sorts of things in here and have them make parts and stuff. It's good fun. The other thing that we're going to need is some sort of chest to keep all of this in, and I don't think there's a part builder, but there's not a part chest. So I can't... Yeah, I can't put a specific chest in there for it. So I'm just going to grab that and we'll make 2 chests to take down with us. So that's 1 and 2. When we get back up here... then when we get back downstairs we can start putting the leftover parts of which there will be some in that box. So we're going to grab all of the obsidian that we've got. Actually, we're not going to grab that lot of obsidian. We're going to grab this lot of obsidian. That's very important. We are going to take diamonds, emeralds, that kind of thing. The stuff that we've been making things out of up until now. Now I don't think you can smelt any of that stuff. You can definitely make, iron and stuff. And obsidian should be really cool. So we're going to try and make an obsidian axe head. Okay, and we're also going to have a look at it in our thing here, just to see if we've got mud in there. No, that's probably all we can do, isn't it? Okay. Now, I don't know the ins and outs of all of this stuff, unfortunately. Bloody Jehovah's Witnesses. Okay, so, right. Sorry. This is bad sense of humour. I don't know the ins and outs of all of this, but we're gonna put these are going to be our part chests down here, and we're going to put all of these parts that we're not using and the kind of remnants from stuff that we're not using as well in here. We're going to take our obsidian and we're going to stick it in there, and we're going to let the smeltery do its job. That's going to be important because we want to be able to make obsidian stuff. This isn't working. That's not working. That's not good. Alright, okay, maybe I've done that wrong. Again, haven't looked into this at all, so I may be doing this completely wrong. But I do want to Oh, yeah, that's the other thing I wanted to show you. If we go into this and jump up here and jump up here, you're able to look down there and you can actually see in the bottom there, that is the metal that we've got inside the smeltery. And you'll actually see also that it's a lot further down than just a couple of blocks, because what I did was I tunneled down here under here like this, and we went further down. So it's, I think, about 4 blocks underground, something like that, and then the 2 blocks here, which makes it quite good, really. I'm now not too sure what I need in order to be able to make something fun out of these things. Let's see if I've got some unsmelted material. Maybe we can make something out of iron or lead or something. Just to kind of show you, oh look, this is it working. But you know, you can make stone stuff. You can make, but again, I'm not entirely sure how it all works. Nope, that wasn't what I was looking for. Metals in here. Let's see what we've got. We've got some silver in here, and we've got some lead in here. Well, let's take some lead. What's that? I've got some more aluminium. That's probably a good thing to put in them, and some aluminium gravel as well. And that's copper gravel, isn't it? Okay, so we can take some of this stuff and stick it in the smeltery, and that's going to fill up. Actually, I don't think we need to do that right now. We need to add ores into there that we can put onto an axe or onto a pickaxe or something like that. So I think in that respect, it's going to be the lead, and you can see here it's starting to smelt the lead. So we're going to have a load of lead in there. We can essentially just leave that. But what we will do is we'll nip over here and we'll pull out the 3 things. So we're just going to make a lead pickaxe. So it's the first thing that we've ever done with this. You can see how well this is going right now. And we've still got plenty of fuel left at the moment. What I'm working on excuse me, what I'm working on is trying to find a way of making a proper lead thing, you know? A proper lead, not lead, sorry. A properly fueled thing. A proper tank that you won't run out of fuel. Or at least maybe using redstone somewhere, how to pull lava from something. I don't know. Anyway, molten lead in there now. We can click on that and that can go to the bottom. Now, we want to put our parts thing in there. We're going to start off with that one. And that's going to make a lead thing, a lead tool rod. We're going to then go to this one. And that's going to make a lead binding when that hardens. There we go. We can grab that. And then we're going to put that one down. And that will make a lead top bit. Then I don't know what any of this means. We can go over to our tool station and we're going to click on that. We're going to put our things in here, and it's not working. There, that's working. And if we give you some repairs, some information, you see it's stone-bound, it's got a mining speed of 9, it can do iron, but it can't really do anything else. It's got relatively good durability with it. Okay, but we're just going to take this out just as an example, and then we're going to go over here. I think this is the one I want. And then we can add stuff to it. Some things to it at least, and that will give it different abilities. You see, you can add diamond to it there. That'll increase the durability, not the mining speed, but it will increases the mining speed to obsidian as well. Now that's pretty cool. And actually, you can add more than 1 diamond in here. In fact, we'd probably put all of them in there. But then, yeah, it's not really increasing the durability enough But we could add an emerald in, for example. Oh, actually, that's not going to work. We could add an emerald maybe up here. There we go. Yeah, and that would. What does that do? Durability plus 50%, and it will mine up to redstone. Mining speed is 9. 9's a pretty good mining speed. I think about 11 is the sort of top mining speed in here. So what I'm going to do, all right, let's do that, and let's add our diamond in there as well, and then you can see durability plus 50 plus 5,000, and you see how durable that becomes now. So let's use that, and then suddenly we have a much better pickaxe, our lead pickaxe here, which is going to help us with what we're going to be doing a little bit later in tomorrow's video. In fact, isn't that going to be fun? So yeah, anyway, until next time, thanks very much for coming along. I know it's, you know, a half-hour video instead of a 20-minute one, so it's an extra 10 minutes of me farting around today. So yeah, that's the smeltery. That's how we use smelting and how we modify tools. And there's all sorts of things you can add to tools that will modify it. Things like moss, things like we can get some lapis. Oh, I tell you what, I've got some lapis. I tell you what, we'll start tomorrow's video by adding some lapis onto the thing, and you'll see why that's a good thing. But until then, thanks very much for coming along. It's been an absolute pleasure. Do like, share, excuse me, give me indigestion and all of that sort of stuff. I'll see you tomorrow. Thank you very much for watching, and don't forget to like, share, comment and subscribe if you haven't already. We love having you around and we love hearing from you. Also, check out the other videos on this channel. It's Minecraft on Mondays, the Stephen and Joe Gaming Show on Wednesdays, and our playthrough videos on a Friday. You can also find me over on Twitch at Mr_Stephen, Monday from 7 till 9 with Battle Cattle UK, and Tuesdays playing Rocket League again from 7 till 9. If that's still not enough of me for you, head on over to Twitter at Steve_Meller to join in the conversation. That's me, signing off. Until next time, folks, good night.